The hearth is cold, the wood is turned to white. We burn so bright, we blinded out the night. I'm kneeling on the rug with a broom and a tray, trying to sweep the memories of forever away. My hands are stained with the soot of our names, the beautiful debris of our desperate flames. It's just the ashes of us, what remains of our fire, the burnout ends of every old desire. I'm sifting through the dust for a spark I can't find, leaving all the warmth and the light behind. We were a forest fire, we were a holy rush. Now I'm just breathing in the ashes of us. They say that something new grows from the ground that's burned, but I'm still staring at the lessons that I never learned. You left the matches on the table, you left the door ajar. I didn't know the smoke could travel quite this far. Now the ceiling's turning black and the air is getting thin, and I'm wondering if the wind is finally moving in. It's just the ashes of us, what remains of our fire, the burnout ends of every old desire. I'm sifting through the dust for a spark I can't find, leaving all the warmth and the light behind. We were a forest fire, we were a holy rush. Now I'm just breathing in the ashes of us. I trade the peace for the stinging of the heat. I trade the silence for the way your heart would be. But the wind is blowing through the cracks in the wall, and there's nothing left to catch me when I start to fall. It's just the ashes of us, what remains of our fire, the burnout ends of every old desire. I'm sifting through the dust for a spark I can't find, leaving all the warmth and the light behind. We were a forest fire, we were a holy rush. Now I'm just breathing in the ashes of us. Scattered to the wind, let the gray begin. What remains of our fire, just us. The window pane is frosted over like the way you look at me now. Summer turned to frozen shoulder. I don't remember why or how. The sheets are cold on your side of the bed. Your pillow still holds the shape of your head. I pull the blanket tighter, but the warmth just won't remain. Every night I'm getting colder, standing out there in the rain. Chilly nights without your arms around me. When it came the day you walked away, now the stars are just cold reminders of the love that faded into gray. I'm counting hours till the morning, but the darkness knows my name. These chilly nights are burning me with frozen flame. The radiator makes its tick across the creaking floorboards to a bathroom mirror looking old. I chase a heart into the steam. It melts away just like a dream. I pull the blanket tighter, but the warmth just won't remain. Every night I'm getting colder, standing out there in the rain. Chilly nights without your arms around me. When it came the day you walked away, now the stars are just cold reminders of the love that faded into gray. I'm counting hours till the morning, but the darkness knows my name. These chilly nights are burning me with frozen flames. They say the sun will shine again, but the forecast calls for pain. I'm learning how to breathe alone in the cold. I remain. Chilly nights without your arms around me. When it came and stole my yesterday, now I'm just a ghost in my own bedroom, wishing you would come back home to stay. I'm counting tears instead of sheep now, till the numbness takes the blame. These chilly nights are burning me with frozen flames. Frozen flames. Just chilly nights, calling out your The subway trains still run on time without you sitting next to me. The coffee shop on 9th and Pine still plays our song unconsciously. Every street corner holds a memory of hands entwined, of you and me. The traffic lights still turn from red to green. The city pulses, doesn't care that you're gone and I'm unseen. Just another shadow standing there. I walk the blocks we used to roam, trying to find my way back home. The buildings loom like monuments to everything we used to be. The city's full of residents, but only you and I can see. I'm living in a city of ghosts, haunted by the ones I love the most. Every face I passed on the crowded street reminds me of the heart I used to keep. The neon lights all blur and glow through tears. I'm trying not to show this city of ghosts is all I'll ever know. The park bench where we had our first kiss has been repainted fresh and new. Some teenage lovers stole our bliss. They don't know it belongs to me and you. I sit and watch the sunset bleed into the woods. Your suitcase stands beside the doorway, zipped up tight, ready to leave. I'm standing here not knowing what to say, just watching my heart bleed through my sleeve. You check your watch, you check your phone, anything but meet my eyes. This house we built, this happy home is crumbling before my cries. The keys are on the hallway table, the one we found at that antique fair. Remember how we said we'd always be able to fix whatever needed repair. Now nothing can be fixed at all. The glue has dried, the wood has split. I'm watching you prepare to fall right through the life we built from it. Don't leave me standing in the silence, don't make me watch you walk away. Can we find one last defiance against the ending of our play? Close the door softly, don't let it slam. Don't let the neighbors hear who I am. The woman shattered on the floor, begging you to love me more. Close the door gently, whisper goodbye. Don't make a sound as you make me cry. If you're really leaving, if this is the end, close the door softly, my broken friend. I should be angry, I should be strong, I should be throwing all your things, but all I feel is where we went wrong, and the silence that you're leaving brings. I trace the grain of the wooden frame that's held us in 1,000 times. Now it will hold just my shame, set to a soundtrack of goodbye rhymes. Don't leave me standing in the silence, don't make me watch you walk away. Can we find one last defiance against the ending of our play? Close the door softly, don't let it slam. Don't let the neighbors hear who I am. A woman shattered on the floor, begging you to love me more. Close the door gently, whisper goodbye. Don't make a sound as you make me cry. If you're really leaving, if this is the end, close the door softly, my broken friend. The hinges know the weight of years, the handle knows the warmth of palms. They've held our laughter, held our tears, and now they'll hold my silent songs. I press my forehead to the wood and breathe the last of you I can, hoping somehow you'll feel it too and come back through and understand. But you close the door softly, you don't let it slam. You spare the neighbors from knowing who I am. A woman standing in the dark, watching her whole world fall apart. You close it gently, you whisper goodbye, and I hear your footsteps fade into the night. If you were really leaving, close the door softly, my broken friend, softly, so softly. You close the door on me. I woke up to a sky of gray, just like every single day. Since you told me you were leaving, the sun forgot the way. The weatherman predicts some rain, but honestly it's all the same. When the storm is on the inside, sunshine is just a name. The laundry hangs without drying, the plants are slowly dying. I forgot to water them, too caught up in my crying. The world outside keeps spinning round, but I'm stuck on this broken ground, watching clouds form in the shapes of everything I found and lost. They say that every cloud has a silver lining, but mine are made of lead. They hang so heavy, so confining, right above my head. Clouds of gray follow me around. Since you left, they're all I found. They block the sun, they hide the blue. They remind me I'm without you. Clouds of gray, they paint the sky with the color of goodbye. I'm walking through this filter light, wishing you would make it bright. I drive with windshield wipers on, even when the rain is gone. A nervous habit I developed since the day you moved along. The radio plays happy songs, but I just sing the words all wrong. Changing love to lost and forever too. So long, they say that every cloud has a silver lining, but mine are made of lead. They hang so heavy, so confining, right above my head. Clouds of gray follow me around. Since you left, they're all I found. They block the sun, they hide the blue. They remind me I'm without you. Clouds of gray, they paint the sky with the color of goodbye. I'm walking through this filter light, wishing you would make it bright. Maybe one day the clouds will part and let some sun shine through. Maybe one day I'll find a heart that hasn't broken in two. But for now I'll let the gray be the blanket that I wear, a camouflage for all the pain, a signal of my despair. Clouds of gray are all I know. Since the day you had to go, I've learned to live beneath your shade. In this world of colors fade, clouds of gray, when will you leave? When will my heart stop breathing? Until the day you finally do, I'll be here, gray and blue, gray and blue, without you. Clouds of gray, just clouds of gray. started slowly, this unlearning a letter here, a sound there. Your name, which once rolled off my tongue like a prayer, became hesitant, uncertain, a word I had to think about. I'd go to say it and then pause, filled with doubt. Was it 2 syllables or 3? Did the emphasis fall on the first or the last? Your name, which was once the easiest word, became overcast. With difficulty I practiced it in the mirror, like a child learning to speak. Your name, which was once my favorite word, became weak. I unlearned your name, syllable by syllable, sound by sound. I forgot the way it felt in my mouth, the shape it made, the ground it covered. I unlearned your name, and with it I unlearned the claim you had on me, the love that I had earned and then lost. I unlearned your name. It took months, maybe years. There were setbacks, relapses, moments when it appeared on my lips, unbidden, a ghost of a word, a phantom sound. But I unlearned your name, I finally put it in the ground. The first letter to go was the initial, the hard consonant at the start. It softened, then blurred, and became a silent part of my vocabulary. Then the vowels began to fade. The middle of the name, the sound that used to open my heart, became a quiet flame that flickered and died. Then the final syllable, the ending, the last breath. Your name became a word I associated with death. Not your death, the death of us, the death of what we were. I unlearned your name, I became the curator of the blur. I unlearned your name, syllable by syllable, sound by sound. I forgot the way it felt in my mouth, the shape it made, the ground it covered. I unlearned your name, and with it I unlearned the claim you had on me, the love that I had earned and then lost. I unlearned your name. It doesn't live in my mouth anymore. It doesn't wait on my tongue, ready to be spoken. It doesn't echo in my thoughts, a constant refrain. I unlearned your name, and in its place I unlearned your name. It doesn't live in my mouth anymore. It doesn't wait on my tongue, ready to be spoken. It doesn't echo in my bones, a constant refrain. I unlearned your name, and in its place, and in its place, I unlearned your name. The reservation's still under your name, at that little Italian place. I cancel twice and let it stay. A shrine of time we can't replace. The waiter asked if you'll be coming late. I said she's running late forever now. He brought 2 glasses anyway, like maybe you were just walking anyhow. We used to dance between the tables there, red wine staining both our smiles. Now I'm sitting in this empty chair, counting down the miles. Jaded romance, where did you go? We had the kind of love that writes slow songs about. Jaded romance, I thought you know that I would never figure out how to be me without your hands in mine, how to breathe without your rhythm in my chest. Jaded romance, we ran out of time. Now I'm just another fool trying to look blessed. Mixtape that you made me still plays loud in my car when I drive nowhere. A song came on the radio today. I switched it off but still could hear it there, echoing in places I can't reach, the part of me that only you could touch. They say that time's a healer, but I think songs just teach you how to hurt that much. Remember how we said we'd beat the odds, like love was something we could win. Now I'm talking to an empty room, telling you again. Jaded romance, where did you go? We had the kind of love that writes slow songs about. Jaded romance, I thought you know that I would never figure out how to be me without your hands in mine, how to breathe without your rhythm in my chest. Jaded romance, we ran out of time. Now I'm just another fool trying to look blessed. Maybe in another life we make it, maybe there we wouldn't break it, maybe there the flowers don't wilt and love doesn't come with guilt. But here in this reality, I'm learning how to set you free by keeping you inside of me. Jaded romance, you taught me well that nothing beautiful stays long. Jaded romance, I bid farewell to every single lost song. I'll keep the lessons, lose the pain, hold the warmth and let the cold go. Jaded romance, just like the rain. You came, you loved, and then, you know, you came, you loved, and then you know. Found it in the back of my bottom drawer, the envelope yellowed, the seal still torn, your handwriting shaky like you weren't sure if these were the last words you'd ever have sworn. I never could bring myself to read it through, just held it sometimes, felt the weight of you. But tonight I'm brave or foolish or both, gonna let your final promises surface and grow. 3 years since you left it on my pillow, 3 years since you walked out the door, 3 years of treating this paper like a willow that bends but won't break anymore. Last letter left, I'm opening you now. as a wound, but as a grace. Last letter left, you taught me this, that sometimes leaving is the kindest kiss. I'll fold you up, put you away, but read you on a harder day. Last letter left, I'm finally okay with the words you couldn't say. Words you couldn't say. Last letter left. The sun is setting on another day, another hour without you here. The shadows lengthen, turn to gray, and I'm drowning in the fear that maybe you're not coming back. Maybe this is how it ends. Not with a fight, not with attack, but with silence that descends like twilight, slow and sure, like a door that has no cure, like a bulb that's burning out, like what love is all about. Light fades out, light fades out, that's what love does, there's no doubt. First it flickers, then it dims, then the darkness finally wins. Light fades out and I'm alone in a house that's not a home, watching everything we built turn to shadow, turn to guilt. I remember when you light the room just by walking through the door. Now you're just a vague perfume, a scent I can't find anymore. Your energy, your warmth, your glow, all the things that made you, you have faded in an afterglow. And I don't know what to do, like twilight, slow and sure, like a door that has no cure, like a bulb that's burning out, like what love is all about. Light fades out, light fades out, that's what love does, there's no doubt. First it flickers, then it dims, then the darkness finally wins. Light fades out and I'm alone in a house that's not a home, watching everything we built turn to shadow, turn to guilt. But even in the darkest night, there's a memory of the light. Even when the sun is gone, I know it will return at dawn. And maybe love is just the same, a flickering, a dying flame that leave behind a warmth that trace, a memory upon my face. Light fades out, but I'll be okay. I'll find my own light, my own way. Light fades out, but I'll ignite my own flame in the night. I'll carry what you gave to me, the way you taught me to see the beauty in the fading glow, and the strength to let it go, let it go, let it go. Light fades out, light fades out. I woke up this morning to a world of gray, fog so thick I couldn't see the way to the street, to the car, to anywhere. Just the cold and heavy air. It felt like my mind had felt like my heart, everything I knew torn apart by the fog of losing you, by the fog of feeling blue. I can't see ahead, I can't see behind, just the mist inside my mind, just the clouds where you used to be, just the fog that covers me. Lost in the fog, I'm wandering through a world that's gray and cold and blue. Lost in the fog, I hear your voice, but I can't see you. I have no choice but to keep moving, keep feeling my way through the mist of another day. Lost in the fog, I'm finding out what love and loss are all about. I tried to drive to work today, but the fog had something else to say. I missed my turn, I lost my way, ended up in a parking lot where we would stay on Sunday mornings, coffee in hand, watching the world making plans. Now the fog has erased that view, and everything I knew with you. I can't see ahead, I can't see behind, just a mist inside my mind, just the clouds where you used to be, just the fog that covers me. Lost in the fog, I'm wandering through a world that's gray and cold and blue. Lost in the fog, I hear your voice, but I can't see you. I have no choice but to keep moving, keep feeling my way through the mist of another day. Lost in the fog, I'm finding out what love and loss are all about. The weatherman says the fog will lift, that clarity will be a gift, that soon the sun will burn away all the gray of yesterday. And maybe that's how grief will go, from thick to thin, from fast to slow, until one day I'll finally see the road ahead without you, me. Lost in the fog, I'm learning trust, that even when I cannot see, I must keep walking forward, step by step, through memories that I have kept. Lost in the fog, I know somehow the sun is waiting here and now to burn away this heavy gray and light the path along the way, along the way. Lost in the fog. You were sweet and golden like a mango in the summer of our love, a gift from somewhere high above, a fruit I couldn't let go. You'd peel back all your layers for me, reveal the tender juicy core, the sweetness that I'd hunger for, the love that set my spirit free. But seasons change and mangoes fall, and summer turns to fade and fall, and now you're just a memory of how it felt to be carefree. Mango, oh, memory, I taste you still, in every moment, every thrill of loving you, of being loved, of being lifted high complete. I bought a mango at the store today and held it in my hand, trying to understand why you had to go away. I sliced it open, took a bite, and for a moment you were there. The sweetness floating in the air, a brief and beautiful respect. But seasons change and mangoes fall, and summer turns to fading fall. Now you're just a memory of how it felt to be carefree. Keep the taste upon my tongue of all the love when we were young. I'll keep the sweetness in my heart, even though we had to part, because a memory of you is something I can hold on to when life gets bitter, hard and cold. A sweetness that will never mold. Mango of memory, I thank you so for teaching me the ebb and flow of loving deep, of letting go of everything I used to know. I'll taste you in the summer air, in every mango, everywhere. Mango memory, you'll be a sweet eternal part of me. Mountain every day, the mountain of pain along the way. It rises up before my eyes, a monumental harsh surprise. I didn't choose to climb this peak. I didn't want the life it seeks to give me, teach me, make me see the person I was meant to be. Mountain of pain, you're so high. I look up and want to cry at all the distance yet to go, at all the things I'll never know. Mountain of pain, I climb you slow. With every step, the feelings grow. Mountain of pain, you test my might in the darkness, in the light. But I will reach your summit high and look upon the other side. Well, maybe finally I'll see the person you've made of me. The path is steep, the air is thin. I often wonder where to begin, with grieving, healing, letting go, with all the things I'll never know. I stop to rest along the way, remembering a brighter day when love was easy, love was light, before this mountain came in sight. Mountain of pain, you're so high. I look up and want to cry at all the distance yet to go, at all the person I was meant to be. I'll reach your peak, I'll touch the sky, I'll say goodbye to you, goodbye. Mountain of pain, you've done your part. Now heal this weary, climbing heart. Climbing heart. Mountain of pain. This California king feels like a raft lost out at sea. An ocean of cool cotton where your warmth used to cling to me. A starfish in the center, try to claim it as my own, but my body just keeps rolling to the dent your body's grown. I buy new fancy pillows, try to fill the empty space, but they're too firm, too perfect, they don't hold your pillow's case. I sleep on my own side now, a rigid, careful line, afraid if I drift over I'll break a design that's no longer mine. This is my half-empty bed, where I wrestle with the things we said, where the silence is a roaring sound, in the emptiness that wraps around. I clutch the sheets you chose with me, in a bed that's now a testimony to the simple aching truth I dread. My half-empty bed is still half yours instead. The morning sun still finds a spot where your head would rest. It paints a golden rectangle on the pillow I hate best. And for a fleeting moment, in the haze before I'm awake, I reach out, and the emptiness is the first heartbreak. They say time heals, and maybe soon the mattress will forget the specific weight of you, the sunset silhouette. But for now it holds your impression like a secret, sacred mold, and I'm just a lonely tenant in a story that's grown cold. This is my half-empty bed, where I wrestle with the things we said, where the silence is a roaring sound, in the emptiness that wraps around. I clutch the sheets you chose for me, in a bed that's now a testimony to the simple aching truth I dread. My half-empty bed is still half yours instead. Stood at the door with your suitcase in hand, said I hope someday you'll understand. I wanted to scream, I wanted to cry, I just stood there wondering why. The light from the hallway caught your eyes. everything you couldn't say, for giving up and walking away. You turned around and looked at me for just a moment, just to see if I would break, if I would fall, if I would beg, if I would call. One last look, one last time, one last memory to rewind, one last glance before you go, one last chance to let you know that I love you anyway, even after you walk away. One last look, one last stare, one last moment of us there. I should've run to you right then. I should've said let's try again. I should've held you, pulled you close. I should've fought for us the most. But pride is a funny, foolish thing. It clipped my wings, it clipped my wings. And so I stood there like a stone, watching you walk out alone. Your hand reached for the handle of the door, and I knew I'd see you nevermore. You paused for just a heartbeat's length, then left with all your remaining strength. One last look, one last time, one last memory to rewind, one last glance before you go, one last chance to let you know that I love you anyway, even after you walk away. One last look, one last stare, one last moment of us there. If I could go back to that night, I'd hold you with all my might. I'd say the words I should have said before our love was dead. But all I have is one last look, a memory like a photograph in a book. One last look, one last time, one last memory, one last rhyme, one last look. One last look, and then you were gone. It creeps along the forest floor, without a shape, without a door. It finds its way through dark and dim, like sadness in my lamp. It spreads without a plan or thought, connecting dots that can't be bought. It finds the cracks, it finds the seams, invading all my dreams. Slime mold of sad, you grow without end. You find a way around every bend. You stretch and reach and multiply beneath the weeping sky. Slime mold of sad, when will block you from my mind, but more of you I always find in every corner, every space. You show your strange face. Maybe slime molds teach us how to find a way to change somehow, to adapt and to survive, and keep the heart alive. Slime mold of sad, you grow without end. You find a way around every bend. You stretch and reach and multiply beneath the weeping sky. Slime mold of sad, when will you stop? When will you stop? I found your grandma's recipe card in the back of the drawer. Your handwriting messy, the way you wrote it down before. You taught it to me, mama's lasagna. You called it your I saw of a memory. You stood beside me in the kitchen, guiding my hands carefully. A pinch of nutmeg, you said it's the secret ingredient, don't tell. You laughed and I wrote it down, the culinary spell. I've made it 100 times since you left, maybe more. I follow your instructions, stand where you stood, open the same drawer. You ghost in the recipe, your hands in mine. The nutmeg, the ricotta, the slow patient time it takes to layer the noodles, the sauce, the cheese. You ghost in the recipe on days when I'm ill at ease. I make your grandmother's lasagna, I follow your faded script. I taste you in every bite, in every drip of tomato and herb. You ghost in the recipe, the only place you still come home to me. I don't even like lasagna, it was always your favorite, not mine, but I make it anyway. Ritual remembrance, a sign that I haven't forgotten you, that you still matter, still exists. In the steam rising from the baking dish, in the sauce I persist, and stirring the way you taught me, slowly, patiently, with care. I invited friends over once, served them your grandmother's fare. They said, this is delicious, what's the secret? And I almost said your name, but I caught myself. The ghost in the recipe doesn't need the fame. Your ghost in the recipe, your hands in mine. The nutmeg, the ricotta, the slow patient time it takes to layer the noodles, the sauce, the cheese. Your ghost in the recipe on days when I'm ill at ease. I make your grandmother's lasagna, I follow your faded script. I taste you in every bite, in every drip of tomato and herb. Your ghost in the recipe, the only place you still come home. Yesterday I made lasagna, but I changed the recipe. A little more garlic, a different brand of cheese, a new discovery. It was still good, maybe better, and your ghost didn't leave. It just smiled and said, go on, create, believe. your ghost in the recipe. I don't need to follow it exactly anymore. I add my own ingredients, my own touch, my own love. We've reached the final page, the one we knew was there. The words we couldn't write are hanging in the air. No fiery argument, no turning of the key. Just a quiet understanding of what had to be. We're standing in the foyer of a what could have been, with a tenderness for where we end and where we begin. Alone. So let's not spoil the silence with a bitter, sharp goodbye. Let's just hold this moment beneath the same forgiving sky. One last shared breath, one last attempt to memorize the sight before we turn off every love and fading light. This is love's final farewell, soft as falling snow, a gentle letting go. We both somehow know I'll miss the way the morning found us, tangled in the sheets, the harmony we made from a loud discordant piece. So I'll kiss your cheek, my darling, and I wish you truly well in this quiet, heartbreaking love's final farewell. I'll pack the memories like china, wrapped in careful thought. The battles that we fought for, and the peace that couldn't be bought. I'll leave your favorite coffee mug right there upon the shelf, a little piece of me, a quiet ghost of myself, to whisper to you sometimes on a future lonely night, that what we had was real and it was worth the fading light. So let's bless the broken road that brought us to this clearing, acknowledge all the beauty in the disappearing. One last touch, a fragile thread about to come undone, for a love that was exhausted but was never truly done. This is love's final farewell, soft as falling snow, a gentle letting go. We both somehow know I'll miss the way the morning found us, tangled in the sheets, the harmony we made from all our discordant beats. So I'll kiss your cheek, my darling, and I wish you truly well in this quiet, heartbreaking love's final farewell. The door will close, the hall will empty. I will finally cry and learn to walk a different path neath that same sky, but in some distant future, when the ache begins to fade, I'll send a silent thank you for the foundation that we laid. My love. safe. Be well. This is our final gentle farewell. In the perspective of our love, you were a vanishing point, a place where all lines converge, the axes that join. I drew my life in relation to you, every line leading to your place. You were the destination, the focus, the center of my space. But vanishing points are tricky, they exist only in relation. They're not real places, they're just an illusion, a creation of the eye. You were never really there at the end of all my lines. You were just a trick of perspective, a clever, cruel design. You were a vanishing point, the place where I disappeared. I drew myself toward you year after year after year. But when I got to where you should have been, there was nothing there, just empty space, just thin air, just the evidence of despair. You were a vanishing point, you existed only in my mind. I was drawing lines to a destination I could never find. You were a vanishing point, and now I've stopped drawing lines. I've stopped trying to reach a place that was never really mine. I spent years in perspective training, learning to see you clearly. I studied the angles, the shadows, the way you appear nearly within reach. I thought if I just got the proportions right, if I just drew the lines accurately, you come into the light. But perspective is deception, it tricks the eye into believing that distance can be measured, that what is far can be receiving of approach. But you were always receding, always moving away. Every time I got closer, you find a new place to stay. You were a vanishing point, the place where I disappeared. I drew myself towards you year after year after year. But when I got to where you should have been, there was nothing there, just empty space, just thin air, just the evidence of despair. You were a vanishing point, you existed only in my mind. I was drawing lines to a destination I could never find. You were a vanishing point, and now I've stopped drawing lines. I've stopped trying to reach a place that was never really mine. I'm learning a new kind of perspective now, not linear, but honest for you. Not about lines converging, but about colors and shapes that are mere impressions. I'm learning to see myself as the focal point, the center. I'm learning that I don't need a vanishing point, I am my own adventure. You were a vanishing point, but I've stopped drawing lines that lead to you. I've stopped measuring distance in terms of your location. I've stopped believing that if I just get the angles right, you'll appear. used to think you were the rain, the water that made me grow. I thought your love was nourishment, the only way to sow the seeds of my happiness. I thought without you I'd wither and die. I thought you were the monsoon, the reason for the sky to open and bless me, but I had it backwards. You see, you weren't the rain, you were the drought, you were the dry spell of me. You didn't water my garden, you sucked the moisture from the ground. You didn't help me grow, just watched as I became unbound. You were the drought, the long dry season of my heart. You took the water I saved and tore me apart. You drank my reserves, my hope, my faith, my trust, and then you blamed me for the dust. You were the drought, you stood by while I withered on the vine. You said you loved me, but you never gave me what was mine to need. You were the drought, and I kept waiting for the rain, but you were the drought, and the drought doesn't explain. I remember the early days when you seemed like a cool, clear stream. I drank from you eagerly, believing in a dream of abundance, but the stream slowed and stopped and dried. You became a riverbed, cracked and empty, nothing could reside. I kept digging, hoping to find water deep beneath the surface. I kept believing that your love was worth its nervous effort. I thought if I just dug deep enough I'd find the aquifer, but you were the drought. There was no water, there was no gift. You were the drought, the long dry season of my heart. You took the water I saved and tore me apart. You drank my reserves, my hope, my faith, my trust, and then you blamed me for the dust. You were the drought, you stood by while I withered on the vine. You said you loved me, but you never gave me what was mine to need. You were the drought, and I kept waiting for the rain, but you were the drought, and the drought doesn't explain. I found water elsewhere, not from you, not from anyone. I've dug my own well, deep and steady, and the water has begun to rise. I am not dependent on the weather of your heart. I am my own aquifer, I am my own fresh start. You were the drought, but I am not dry anymore. I have found water in the deep places of myself. I have dug my own well, and the water is cool and clear and mine. I used to read romances, dog-eared, soft and warm, and dream of a beginning like the quiet break of dawn. Then you walked in, a prologue written in a glance, and suddenly my life was given a second chance to be a story. You were the novel, every page a new surprise, the thrilling, aching chapters hidden in your eyes, the plot twists of your laughter, the poetry you speak, the highlighted lines of kindness, strong yet gentle me. I lived inside your narrative, I knew each single part. I memorized the contours of your complicated heart. just a short story, simple, plain, and brief. A leaf caught in the hurricane of your belief. You were the epic saga, sprawling deep and vast. A masterpiece I knew was never meant to last. But for a while, I gotta live inside the cover of a love I'll never ever find in another. Now the book is closed, the final sentence sharply penned, and I'm back in the library of life again. But every other person seems a pamphlet, just a line. Their plots are so predictable, their words don't intertwine like yours did. 'Cause you were the novel, every page a new sunrise, the tragic, beautiful confession in your sighs. I was just a footnote in the margin of your years, a sentence you enjoyed, then dissolved into tears. But for a while, I gotta read a love so true. Now every other story feels like deja vu. Maybe one day I'll pick up a different book and start, but I'll always search the index for the rhythm of your heart, and miss the way your chapters made me feel so wildly seen. The most beautiful fiction in the world that I've been in. You were the novel. I just wish our ending had a different page to turn to. Just a different page.